Hello and welcome to Entrance, a hypnotic meditation library which acts as a gateway to help you discover your deeper self. Entrance is produced to be listened to on stereo headphones. These recordings are of a hypnotic nature and should not be used while driving a car or operating machinery. Please use common sense and only use the appropriate Entrance volumes in appropriate places and environments to ensure safety.
As you continue to relax, I want you to now use your imagination. Imagine yourself lying on the grass in a soft green meadow. The sun is shining gently and there's an easy breeze blowing over your body. You continue to feel more and more comfortable and at ease. Beautiful flowers are blooming all around you. You can see the flowers moving gently in the breeze. Notice the wonderful fragrance of the flowers. Now, in your mind, I want you to stand up. Look to the north and see the beautiful mountain at the end of this meadow. Let's take a trip up that mountain. You look around and notice an easy flowing stream right in front of you. You're walking over to the stream and you bend over and put your hand in the water. You notice the water is pure, clean, cool and refreshing. Listen to the gentle flow of the rapid. Since the stream seems to come from the mountains, you follow the stream up into the mountains. As you walk along, following the stream, you come to a pond at the head of a stream. You bend over and put your hand in the water, and you notice it's nice and warm. Since at this level of your mind you are an excellent swimmer, you decide to get in the water and to swim for a brief time. You can feel the warm water surrounding your body as you quietly move through the water. It feels so refreshing and so enjoyable. But it's time to get out now and continue moving up the mountain. As you climb, you can hear the birds chirping. You can smell the pine trees. Once in a while, you can still see the meadow in the small openings between the trees. You're halfway up the mountain now. You notice a fallen tree over on the left, and you decide to stop and rest. The meadow below is in full view from here. The scene is very beautiful. Now, it's time to continue on up the mountain. You can imagine how beautiful it would be when you're at the top and able to look down to the meadow below. The breeze is blowing gently, and you can notice the smell of small cedar trees as we're nearing the top of the mountain. Just a few more steps, and you'll be at the top. You finally made it. You can see the deep canyon on the other side. And from this side, you can see the meadow below. Just ahead, you notice a sign there on the top of the mountain. As you walk over to it, you notice it says, "Ask the questions you want answered most here at the peak." And by the time you descend, the answers will flow. You are deciding the most important questions that you want to speak at the peak. As soon as you make that decision, you ask a question, and then look to the flat land echoing out below. Down at the bottom of the mountains is where you will need to find your answers now. And you can notice the sun beginning to set on the hills on the left. But you still have plenty of time to get down before it gets dark. But we need to be on our way down now. As you're going down, you noticed a few deer off to the left in the forest. You're halfway down now. You pause for a few minutes and sit on the fallen tree again. You can see the beautiful sunset as it's forming. Now you continue moving on down. You can hear the birds chirping. Now you come to the pond, and we can see the reflection of the sunset on the surface of the water. You continue on, following the beautiful, refreshing stream. And now you're back in the meadow, and you lie down in the comfortable grass. You can smell the fragrance of the flowers again. And now you're ready to receive the answers from your subconscious mind.
Deeper down.
And to take more positive, hypnotic suggestion.
Let's imagine that you are doing research for a book of children's names. You must find a girl's name and a boy's name for each and every letter of the alphabet. Start by thinking of a girl's name that starts with the letter A. Get it in your mind now, clearly, strongly. Good. Now think of a boy's name that starts with the letter A. That's great. Now, I want you to think of a girl's name that begins with the letter B. Take your time. If you can think of many names that start with the letter B, choose the one that you like the best. It's very important that you take your time and concentrate on this task that you're doing now. So, now choose a boy's name starting with the letter B. Great. Now just hold on for a short while and let me explain the remainder of what we will be doing here. In a few moments, you will go ahead and continue finding names of girls and boys, starting with the letter C, then D, and so on, until you
Do not waste what remains of your life in
alphabet,
speculating about your neighbours,
all the way to the letter
unless
Z.
it be to some mutual benefit.
So,
To
let's
wonder what
begin.
so-and-so is doing and why,
Now,
or what he is saying, or
Start with the
thinking,
letter
or
C.
scheming. In a word,
a girl's
anything
name
that distracts you from your peace and happiness means a
and a
loss of
boy's name.
opportunity for some other task.
D, a name for a girl, and a name for a boy. E, your favourite name for a girl.
Everything I am going through is preparing
And
me
a
for
boy.
where I am going to.
F, G, H, a girl's name, and now
A father
boy's
was
name.
busy at work and wanted to keep his young son busy,
I,
so he quickly made a homemade jigsaw. He found
J.
a complex map of the world in a magazine and
K.
tore the page up into many pieces.
A name for
He
a
told
boy.
the sun to come back to him when he had managed to figure out how
And
the
now a
world
name
fitted
for a
together
girl.
properly. Just a few minutes later, the son came running into his father and said he was finished. The father was amazed and asked how he did it so quickly.
Now,
The
to
son
help
replied,
course the blood around your
on
body
the
to
other
help
side
you
of the
relax,
page, when I turned it around,
I want you to
I found
wiggle
a
your
picture of a
toes.
person.
That's it.
When I started to notice how the
Wiggle
person
them
fit
slowly,
together, it was
building
easy to
up
notice
to a
how the world
faster
came
speed.
together in the right way too.
Now, as they begin to ache just a little bit, make them wiggle harder and faster.
Go confidently
That's
in the
it.
direction of your dreams.
You can do this to relax
Live the life you have
anywhere.
imagined.
Wiggle them for 30 seconds fast. And then stop and feel the relaxation flood into your body now.
It's time to come back to the present now, out of this deep relaxation. In just a few moments, you're going to wake up, and I'm going to count from 1 to 5. At the count of 5, you're going to come back to the here and now, feeling wide awake, feeling wonderful in every way, feeling so much calmer than before. 1, start to wake up and emerge from hypnosis. 2, feeling wonderful, awake in every way. 3, coming back to the here and now and sensing the room around you. 4, your eyes are beginning to open now as you wake. and 5, eyes open, wide awake, feeling wonderful in every way. Thank you for using Entrance.